Welcome to my first impression video of Shaman King, Power of Spirit, and I'll be honest, this will probably be rather short. Mostly because I don't have that much footage from the game yet, because I did a Let's Play part for it yesterday, but haven't done the next part, so I haven't gotten far in the game to where I'd been previously on another attempt to play through it almost over a year ago. Yes, I've tried to play this game before and then stopped. I got stuck on one of the first big bosses because I didn't want to use items, which I really have to advance. But I'll probably get to that later. As far as the game itself goes, it's an interesting concept, I guess. It confuses together the elements of a turn-based strategy RPG with a tournament fighter. I know that sounds, it's a weird idea. I mean, you move and can use special abilities like a turn-based RPG. The only character that you really do tournament fighting with is your main character, Yo. Everyone else, it just automatically simulates the battles based on if you do full spirit control and if you buff their stats. And that's about all you get out of them. It's also gonna be a bit strange when it calculates things. If you place their stats and strength and stuff, they may actually have less of a chance of winning a fight than if you boosted it just in health. So I don't exactly know what's the advisable path to do with the other characters. So I guess do what you want and find out. Though I have been told you're going to want to keep them alive and get as many level ups on them as possible, because you're going to want them as high as possible when you get to the later levels. And basically, you're going to have to deal with a lot of the enemies on your own.
Congratulations.
Because
for the Shaman tournament.
The enemies do get more difficult as you advance. Sort of expected. Sound-wise, it's mixed, I guess. Kind of, sort of. I don't mind the background music too much, at least what I remember of it. Because when I was recording the Let's Play, I had the audio on my TV turned off, and the audio on my monitor turned off, so I wasn't getting extra pickup in the mic. But the voice acting is a bit strange, I should say. Some parts of the dialogue, despite being displayed on text in the screen, sorry about that. Some of the dialogue that gets displayed on the screen in that form of text is spoken by the actual characters, while some of it is not, and it doesn't really do this consistently at all. Some of the dialogue is obviously lifted, or at least it feels like it was lifted from the show, because it's basically word for word line reads from the show itself. So it makes sense to just lift it, but some of the characters in this game are original characters that exist only in this game, and were created for a side story offshoot just for this game, so they didn't have to do everything based on the actual show. And some of those characters do have voice acting, at least a little bit. So I'm not sure if they decided to just record all the pull in the voice actors from the show and just have them record in the studio and redo their lines, or if they just did the original characters and had them record audio for their lines, or at least some of them. No idea. I'm too lazy to try and look into the development history, and I'm not sure it would help me even if I did look into it. Wikipedia might have some information on it, but I don't want to look on Wikipedia if I don't have to, because quite frankly, knowing the history isn't going to make my opinion of what they're doing much better or worse, to be honest. That's probably all I have to say about it, to be honest. I mean, the combat itself isn't that great. Then again, that's probably my opinion based on how much I suck at turn-based RPGs. Suck at tournament fighters. I'm pretty good at turn-based RPGs. Tournament fighters are a different matter. I mean, I've never been very good at them, and if I ever get the first part of that Let's Play up, you'll definitely see it. I barely squeaked through the very first match in the first episode. Yes, I almost lost in the tutorial. Actually, I'll probably include that in this upload, so yeah, I'm not very good at games like this. At least when it comes to the tournament fighting. Strategy games I'm not that bad at. As long as I'm willing to sit down and have a stiff upper lip and keep at it. Maybe I'll do one of those eventually for a Let's Play series, outside of the Lords of the Ring game I've been working on. Albeit that one isn't a strategy RPG as much as I'd like. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has some elements of those, but it doesn't have the levels, just the experience which you can spend on skills, but there's a limited amount of skills you have available to choose from, too. Ugh, getting sidetracked, so yeah, I should cut off here. Till next time.